Hey guys, I'm Rhonda from Rhonda's Creative Corner, where we teach you to make mums and wreaths and how to perfect your craft. Alright guys, so here is today's tutorial. I'm going to be teaching you how to make this beautiful door hanger carrot out of a rail form, a 22-inch rail form. So this idea came to me last year, but I wasn't able to do it. But this year I was like, I'm doing it, and y'all, it turned out fabulous. Alright, I can't wait to show you how to do it, but let's talk about the supplies and the tools that we're going to need. All right, guys, so let's talk about the tools and supplies that we will need. All right, so you're gonna make a bow for this, so you can use however many you wanna use. I am using 3 different ribbon, and these are the ribbon here. These are from Sam's Club. All right, you're going to need some greenery. So this is going to be for the top of the carrot. I'm not really sure, it's a pretty big carrot, so I'm probably going to use all of these. These are actually from Michael's, Joanne, sorry. And the SKU number is 1716-0268, and I will put it all in the description as well. This is a bloom room greenery. You're also going to need a rail form. This is a 22-inch rail form, and we have them in our shop and any of our other affiliate links if you want to use those as well. I'm pretty sure that they have them too. Once I get done with the video, I'll look to see which stores have them, but we do have them, and you can get them on our website if you would like them. All right, and then you're going to need some yarn. So you can use whatever kind you want. I was looking for a chunkier yarn, but they did not have it in orange, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably doing projects because it's almost Easter with the orange yarn. So this one is Wool Ease, and it's a Lion brand yarn, and it's thick and quick. All right, so this is the yarn that I am using for the project. I'm not really sure how many we're going to need. I'm thinking that one is going to be more than enough, but I bought 3 just in case, and I am going to do another project with them as well. All right, so you're going to need a zip tie. You're going to need a piece of styrofoam. You're going to need glue and glue gun. Glue and glue gun, and scissors, and a good wire cutter. So my wire cutter is not the best, so I am not going to sit on here struggling trying to cut this, but I am going to show you guys where I actually cut it at to get what we need. Okay, and then I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, so like I said, I'm not I've already cut it before, and my wire cutters are horrible. Okay, they're not really cutting really good. Okay, so I can actually show you on this other one what we did. I have some stuff, so I can show you where to cut. All right, so you see this here. So this is how it will come. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to cut all of these tinsel ties off. So if you have a good enough one, then you will be able to snap these off of here. I was trying, y'all, but oh, that did it. Yeah, so we can get those off of there. I guess I wasn't trying hard enough, but that did get it off of there. And so you can go in and you can take all of these off, okay? So you're gonna take all of them off. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your work form. So this is what you're going to have, okay? So if I can undo this, you can see how it was. So I bent this in, okay? So you're going to go in, you're going to leave the top one, okay? So if we're doing this, I'm gonna show you. Let me move this real quick so you guys can see. All right. So this is what we're going for, and hopefully in the picture you can see good enough. So you're gonna leave the top one. Okay, you're going to go in, you're going to cut the second one, third one, fourth one. Okay, so you're cutting the 3 right here in the middle. You're cutting those completely out. Okay, you're leaving this bottom one, and then you're cutting down the middle of this one. Okay, so again, you're going to leave the top one of your rail form. You leave that one completely intact. You cut 2, 3, and 4 totally out. As you can see, they're missing here. 2, 3, and 4 you're cutting out. 5 you're leaving just the way that it is. And then the 6th one, you're cutting it in half. And if I can show you here what I did. So I just already bent these in, but you're just cutting this in the middle. So you're just cutting it down the middle, okay? So that's what you're doing with it. All right, I'll go over it again since I'm not demonstrating. I meant 3 times I've been to Walmart and I was supposed to buy a new one so that I can demonstrate for you, but I need to film because I have to be at work tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and film today. All right, so let's go over this again. You have a rail form. You have 6 different crossbars. The first crossbar, you're going to leave as is. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you're going to completely cut them out. If you can see here, they are missing. This is 2, 3, and 4. They're missing. 5, you're going to leave just the way that it is. And then 6, you're going to cut that one right down the middle, okay? So this is what you're going to actually get. So when you have it, normally, when you do everything, it's going to be like this. This is how it's going to look. You're not going to have anything here. All right. And that's how it's going to be. Okay. So, what I'm going to do before I get started, I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to cut all of these off. This is really easy to do, especially if you have a good pair of wire cutters. You just put it there at the tip and then you're going to take them off. I was trying the other day and it wouldn't take off, but now it's working pretty good. All right, you're just gonna clip it and take these off, so you won't have to worry about this at all being on your project. You just take all of them off. All right, so I'm going to do this and get all of these off, and then I will come back and we will start on the project. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and start making it. So because I had maneuvered these back and forth, these actually broke off. But if you guys can keep these where this can stay on here, it makes it easier to connect together. So I just bent mine up like this, but it gives it a little space for it to stick together. But however, it will still work without having that. You're just going to need 2 zip ties, okay? So if you can, once you cut this in half, if you can bend these up like this, and then pull them together, you have this little space because it's connected together to keep them together. So it will, and you can just use 1 zip tie, okay? So because that cannot happen with mine broke because I had maneuvered it so much, all we're going to do is take it and we're going to bend this in, okay? I'm gonna try to make it where they kind of cross each other a little bit, all right? So then you're going to take this here. I probably could just use one with this one. And what you want to do when you're doing your zip tie, I think that's going to work. No, you know what? I'm going to do it like this first. I'm going to go sideways first, okay? I'm going to do it sideways. Trying to get it where it's not crossed too much. All right, so you have it like that. All right, then you're going to take another one and then you'll go here. And when I'm pulling this, I'm trying to make sure that my zip tie, the big part, that it's going to be in the middle and not like on top, so it won't mess your carrot up. Let's see. There we go. All right. So see how that is? So I have this in the middle, in the back. I'm trying to turn that a little bit. All right, so we got it. That breaking kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. So let me show you guys up close how that looked. I used 2 zip ties so that I could get it to connect together, okay? So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna open this up and you're going to shape it like a carrot, okay? So however a carrot looks to you, that's how you wanna do, okay? And then you have your shape of the carrot, okay? So like I said, if you can keep those little pieces on there, you can use one zip tie to keep it together, but hey, like I say, you gotta do what you gotta do, all right? So now what we're going to do, because the greenery is gonna actually go up here. So let's see how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take this right here. Let's see if this will go around. If not, then I'm gonna cut my styrofoam down some. Yeah, barely. So I'm gonna cut this down. Where was my, okay. All right, so I'll put a little glue. Get it on my table, but I'll get it off. All right. There we go. So we got our styrofoam on there, okay? So the reason that I put this here is because we're gonna go in and we're gonna cut this down and we're gonna put the greenery up here, okay? So this is just holding that into place. All right, so now what we're going to do is, I was trying to, the other day, I was trying to find the center. If anybody has a good way that they do this, I guess I'm just gonna do like that. Because if it stopped on me before, I'll just go like that. I'll just use the inside. I see sometimes, I don't use yarn often, but I see sometimes when people are doing it and they have, they start from the center. All right, guys, so we're gonna start down here at the bottom and we're just going to tie a nice little knot. All right. And then we're going to start, cut this off a little bit. And then we're going to start wrapping this. And I am going to come back down and wrap this some more to hide this better. Okay. So I'm just going to start wrapping. And what I'm doing, I'm making sure that I'm going right by it. Right? I'm not skipping and going up, and it's really hard to do that too. It's kind of just laying where it needs to lay. I'm not overlapping it. I'm just going right on top of it. And we probably have enough yarn to do 2 layers, but it's really not necessary. I can see where I could pull a little bit tighter there. There we go. just gonna wrap and keep going, keep going, keep going. And so when you're doing it, you're not really pulling really hard where you'll mess up the shape of your carrot, but you're just gonna keep going. All right. And then you'll pull you quite a bit of slack so that you can keep going for a while, okay? I can't do that hand. All right. And we're just gonna keep on going up. And like I said, I hope I'm in the camera mode. I'm trying to stay in the camera and make sure that it looks good. Oh, it's super cute. I didn't get too far when I was seeing how I was going to actually shape this. But this has always been in my brain to do this. Let me see. So I probably will come back and do another layer just to hide that, because it's not taking that much yarn. And then it'll make it a little bit thicker too, because in the back it's showing. And so I'm just taking this. As it got wider, it kind of got harder. Now, if you're doing this at home, you could probably just go round, round, round. But because I'm trying to actually video and show you guys, it made it a little harder. Yeah, we're back to go around again. I could get a whole bunch of carrots out of this. It's a lot of yarn. And that'll make sure that I do cover that bottom part too. But we'll see once we get up there. As you guys know, as I always tell you, I am a free creator. So most of the stuff when I'm doing it, I did do the work form first to see how I actually wanted to do it before I started filming. And I just wrapped a little bit of the yarn around. But if you guys can find that chunky yarn too, I think that that would be fabulous as well. So I found a little easier way to do it that's not so tedious on your hands and moving your hand too much. You're just moving one. I'm just putting the point here on my belly, and then I'm just wrapping it around. I found through all of the techniques that I've been trying while I was doing this, this is, to me, once you get further up, this works really well. Like I said, you can do 2 layers of this. I'll let you know, like once I start my second layer, how it's doing. And it is coming out much neater doing that way too. If you can see how this is kind of bunched up there, right here. It comes out a little neater doing it this way. So like I said, you live and learn, you try different things. And I like showing you guys my processes of how I do things, and then I can let you know which one works best. But this one here, it's coming out much neater. If you can see how neat that is compared to this. This gives it it's not ugly, but this gives it a more like uneven, rugged look. And I guess if you wanted a rougher looking carrot and nothing to be, you know, symmetric, then that looks really good. But I'm not gonna start it over. I'm actually gonna leave it like that. And then when I do my second row, I'll decide on if I want to do it the neat way or make it look rugged. The rugged way, it does give it some more dimension. If you can see there, it gives it dimension, which is cute. I like it. So it just depends on what you like and how you want it to look. So doing it this way gives you a more neater look, and then wrapping it the way I was doing before, I want to fast forward, gives you a more rugged look. So it's all in what you like. And it's all in what your arms can take as well, you know. You know what? I think I'm going to have to. it's gonna be a bow here, so it's not really gonna matter. I'm just gonna leave it. I was just thinking out loud, y'all. It's gonna be a bow that goes here. I'm gonna start going on top. I'm just gonna actually hold that in place. I could have cut it down a little bit more, but it's okay. And you can put moss to cover this up, and I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so look how cute. I love it. I love it, I love it. So you can go down and you can kind of make a pattern if you want to. But you see what I mean right here? You see how straight this is and then how this is kind of puckered up a little bit. So it depends on what kind of look you want. If you want it neater and just to be straight, then do it how I was doing, okay? So let me unravel it. I want to do a second layer. I want to see how this second layer is going to be, okay? Second layer should and like I said, y'all, you don't have to. You could probably get a lot more carrots out of just doing one. Trying to see how that looks. Let's see if I even want to do a second layer. I think I do. I think I do. It'll make your carrot thicker. You can go up and push it to make sure that you're even. So this is just going to give it a thicker appearance, y'all. But like I said, you don't even have to do it because it's already pretty thick. So if you just want to do one layer, then you're more than welcome just to do one layer. I'm going to actually just do my 2 layers and then I will be back. All right, guys, so as I was doing it, I decided that I wanted to keep my middle part looking a little rougher, and this kind of moved up a little bit. So all you have to do is just fill it in, y'all. If it starts to move, it's no big deal. Just cover it up. Even if you have to go over it a couple of times, nobody will know, okay? I'm just gonna make it to where I have a I think I like that. I think I like how that looks. It's a little rougher there. Like I got a rough carrot. Oh, shoot. I think that, okay, I see something. See there. So I'll go over here a couple of more times. Cute. All right, so I'm going to end this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a little bit at a time, right? I'm going to put some glue. And then I'm going to wrap it. And I'm just doing a little bit at a time. There we go. Try not to use too much glue, y'all, because I don't want the glue to show at all. And so this piece is a little loose here. So I'm just gonna twist it and tuck it underneath. I try not to make a big deal about stuff, right? It's okay if it's a little off. Just taking it and tucking it in the back. I see a little bit of the glue. I'm going in and just taking my point of my scissors and cutting that glue out. Okay, look. Look how stinking cute. I love it, I love it, I love it. Super cute. All right. So that was two rounds of it. So if you just wanted to do one, you definitely could. I just took that underneath there where it was loose, twisted it, and then just added a little glue. And then I'm gonna get a piece of the yarn and glue it. You can just go in and hide your mechanics, just using a little bit of glue, okay? So like I said, this is gonna have a bow. So this is a whole piece here. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna see like what, let me see something. So I may just need two pieces. Because I bought 4, but I'm thinking that I'm just gonna need 2 for this project. I have to keep looking up at my camera. I know I filmed something the other day and none of it taped. All right, so where did I just buy? I guess I just bought 3. I thought it was 4. But okay. All right, so we're just gonna take this. All right, and then we're just gonna kind of shape it. This all can be shaped, okay? And then we're just gonna place it down in there. I'm gonna take my 2 biggest, largest pieces first. Kind of shape them. And I'm just pressing it down in there. All right, so a bow is gonna go here. Like I said, we can get some moss and stuff to cover that up. But let me take a look. I want to push it down a little bit more. My bow is going to go there. It'll cover up some of it. Okay, so see how that looks? Really cute. It is coming out from under here, but like I said, it's going to be a bow to go there, and I can go in and cut that out, okay? And I'm going to make these permanent in just a second. My daughter just got home. All right. And so this is a lot, y'all. So you could just take this and all of it, you can bend and move it forward, okay? Look how cute. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, so Now that we got that, let's go ahead and we're going to make a bow. Y'all, this is just too cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go whimsy. Let's do a whimsical bow. And then I will go in there and I have my the moss right here that I can use. And then I am going to do it permanently. Put the greenery in there permanently. So again, guys, this ribbon here is from Sam's Club. Let's make us a bow. I'm going to leave some long tails and then I'll be able to cut them off, okay? So let's just let's do 18, even though I know I'm probably going to cut some of them off because it's about the same length as the carrot. Let's do 16 inches. I'm going to pull some. All right, so you're just going to take your hands here. This is 16-inch tail. You're going to pinch it here. All right. And then let's do, my go-to is always 12. So let me see how I like that. And I think that 12 is good. I don't want the bow to overpower the carrot. The carrot is the main part of the project, right? So we're just going to go with 12. So we're going to take it, we're going to gather it in. What I call pinch it. You're going to pinch it there. All right, and then we're going to do 12 again. So I have 12 inches. My hand is here at 12 inches. I'm just going to place it here. And a way that you can actually check to see if your bow is even is you can lift it up like this. This one is a little off, but it's okay. It's okay. I can just shift it a tiny bit. I love it, I love it. Right. And what we can do too to bring that the yarn into this is we can use yarn as the center if we wanted to. Just kind of wrap it around it. All right, so we have that. I've tied it into my tinsel tie or my pipe cleaner. So I'm just using that to kind of get to about how long my tail is, or you can measure whatever you want to do. Let's do 12 again. 12 inches there. 12-inch loop, twist. 12 inches here. Gather together. And I'm just making sure that both of my tails are to the front. All right. And then we're going to do our 1.5. So I'll probably put that in the back. It's all the same size, but I'll probably switch that up. All right. I'll take this. And this one I'm going to do 11 inches. And I'm going to do 3 loops. So there's one loop. I'm pinching it, making sure I'm holding it secure. All right, and then I'm going to twist to the front. 11 inches here. I'm going to pinch it, twist to the front. And then another 11 inches here. All right. So there we go. So we had a I love it. Guess it doesn't matter. And I'm just taking it. You guys know my recipe to making sure that I keep all of them in there. It's just keeping my 2 fingers here on the sides where my pipe cleaner is actually going to go through. And that way I know that I have it all in there, okay? Super cute though. Very simple. And I love it. All right. So like I said, we can actually take and put the carrot ribbon down the middle, or we can take some, I have this left over. We can take this and then wrap this around. So I'll give you guys a choice. I'll show you both. So I would just take this here and tie this in the back where you have, where it's going to, I forgot. Well, I guess that really doesn't matter, but I'm just gonna teach like you're gonna put this on the wreath. I like to make sure that my pipe cleaners are separate. All right, so just take that like that. And then he'll just bring it to the front. And then you can just wrap it around. So see how that is? If that's what you want, you can do that. So that's how that one would look if you want to do that. All right, or if you wanted to use the carrot, you can. I usually use about 10 inches. I don't know what this is, but that's what I usually use. You can use the carrot to go down the middle. So whichever one you want. This kind of blends in really a lot to me. So I'm not going to use that. I just gave you guys a, if you guys want to, if you're using a different color ribbon, where it won't blend in, where you're not using the orange, the solid orange up front, then I think that that would be super cute. I'm just going to take this and use this. All right, so before I do that, I'm going to grab me a floral pen here. All right, and I'm going to cut this down some. I am making sure to cut it at an angle. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this underneath here before I tie this tight. So that I can have something to put this on and put through to the, so see how that's there? Then that can go into the styrofoam. All right. I'm just gonna tie a knot. You can also just glue your bow to the styrofoam. That will work as well. But I always like that added protection, okay? So now I'm just taking it and I'm cutting off the excess of it, and I don't need this either. All right, so if you can see here, I don't know if you guys can see, but there, right there is the floral pen. I keep having brain farts. Ooh, I made this one real long. So because that's just a little piece of styrofoam right there, I want to go ahead and kind of shape my bowl to how I want it to be once I get it on there, so that I won't be moving it too much. Okay. Oh, you know what happened? One of my loops came off. I had 3 loops on my orange. I was like, dang. So it's supposed to be like that. And I lost it. No. I'll just cut it off. I'm gonna leave it. Like, how did you get away? I am mad at you. But I probably can. Let me see, y'all. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it off. One escaped me, y'all. And I'm not going back and make it. So you guys, you'll see me. You see how I messed that up, but it's okay. It got away from me. Because that's what I said when I was done. I was like, dang, this one is long. But it's all right. No worries at all. I'll still make it do what it do. All right. So now, let me move all this out the way. All right, so I'm gonna take my, and then I can glue that in there. Like once I know that I like everything and how everything is, then I can go in there and glue, okay? And then I'll go in there and hide with the moss. Hide the mechanics with the moss. Down. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. It's so whimsical. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So now that I know that I like how everything is, I'm just going to take this out and then I'll be able to add it again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to cover this up. So you can use leaves if you want to. You can use moss. You can use whatever you want to hide your mechanics. That's a big old leaf. So I'm just taking the moss and I'm going to hide everything, okay? Now this is very messy. Moss is very, very messy. going to put some glue here on there, and then I'm going to put glue all right there so that my bow will stick. Okay. There we go. And you want to hold it down to make sure that it sticks, okay? I'm gonna go underneath again, put some more glue to reinforce all that I've done, okay? So I'm gonna hold it here for a second, and then I'll come back and fluff the bow and show you guys the end product. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I do want my little third little loop here that messed up. So all I'm doing is I'm just taking it, and I could see where it was actually indented. I'm taking another floral pin, I'm placing it here, and then we'll make sure to actually glue this in too. But I'm just taking it and just stuffing it underneath where everything will be hidden. And some glue. And of course, letting it dry. But I got my third loop. Since I jacked that up, I still got it. And my tail can come down by doing it that way. Instead of my tail having to go up, my tail can come down doing it that way. I just used the floral pin, cut the ends off where it wouldn't be too long to go through the styrofoam. And so I'm gonna let that dry. But I wanted to show you guys that I was messing around, and so that's a little tip for you guys. If that happens to you, or you decide that you want another loop, then you can actually put another loop and it not be in the bow. Just make sure to glue it down really, really good. Hold it down really, really good so that when your customer gets it, it doesn't fall apart, okay? So it is best for you to already have it inside of here. But if it happens to mess up like mine did, you can fix it that way. Just make sure you hold it down where it's permanent, all right? All right, guys, so let's do our finishing touches to everything. So you can dovetail or you can angle, whatever you're gonna do. So when I am angling, I like to angle my ribbon that when I put it together, it actually looks like a dovetail, if that makes sense, okay? So we got all those. So we're just gonna take these and make them pretty. So like I always tell you guys, I love making sure, taking my hands, going down the wire of the ribbon to make sure that that ribbon gives you that extra oomph that you want, okay? Just taking it, running my fingers down. And you can do it however you want, right? You don't have to, you can dovetail these and leave these straight if you want. It's really up to you. You can leave, like if I wanted to leave the carrot one straight, I could, and just dovetail that. It's really, really up to you and how you want yours to look. Like I said, I don't want the bow to overpower the carrot, so once I hold it up, I may like want to change it and dovetail it. I'm not really sure, you know. Got some moss all on here, but I love the way that it looks. I love the way that it turned out, y'all. Look how steep and cute. I just love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, so I didn't even think about a hanger. So you want to do this part before you actually do your project, so that you don't have to like sit here and be trying to fish it through. But I just have some of this cotton craft cord that I'm using, and I got this from probably Hobby Lobby. But if you do have some of that wire that looks like jute or that looks like grapevine, use that. That would be pretty on there too. But I just don't know where mine is, so I'm using what I have. So I just put it underneath there. Just gonna tie a good knot there. All right, and then you just want to see about how long you want it to hang, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and I'm just feeding it through. Like I said, you can do this beforehand so that you don't have to worry about trying to get this through, but I wanted to do a complete project for you guys, and I know somebody would be saying, how do you hang that? So I want to make sure that I cover all my bases with you guys in this project. So I just fed it underneath. All right, so I'll see how long I want it to be. Tie a knot. All right, and there we go. And we're just gonna cut the extra off right there, and then you have a little hanger. You have the hanger here. So that'll work. And if you want to glue it in place, you can glue that in place where it stays on the side or whatever you want to do. All right. Now I got to get my bow back pretty. And the bow is on there good. I made sure to glue the heck out of this bow. Even though we have that pin, that floral pin in there, I glue the heck out of the bow. So to make sure that it actually stays in place, okay? Yep, but I love, love, love. So this makes it look like you have like little ridges in it. I love that effect of it. But like I said, I showed you both ways where you can make it neat or you can make it look how this looks, like it has little ridges and stuff in the carrot. I like the extra added effect to it with having the ridges. Just make sure before you send it to your customer, you get all of the moss and stuff out of the yarn. And if you see any glue or anything like that, go in and just use the tip of your scissors to cut it out. But I think it turned out fabulous. All right, guys, so here is the finished product. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to push that notification bell. Down in the description, I will put everything that I used as far as all of the supplies and everything, and some of our affiliate links as well to our Amazon store and to the lovely places that we shop for our resupplies. And make sure to use our affiliate links to continue to support our channel, all right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time. Bye, guys.